Himachal, land of educational hub, land of creativity. Uttarakhand is just a heaven. A very cheerful morning to one and all present out here. Today, I, Akshita of class 710, along with my classmates, welcome you all to this annual function to enhance your knowledge about Uttarakhand. Now, join your hands and close your eyes for the morning prayer.
The prayer is the key to open your day for the Lord to touch your life with joy and comfort your soul with peace. So here is Aksha Grover of our class for the short prayer.
Oh God, I offer you my studies, thoughts, and actions of this day. Enlighten my mind, strengthen my memory, and guide me to do what's right. Amen.
Just one positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. So I would like to call upon Anjali for today's. The thought of the day is, winner are not those who never fail, but those who never quit. I repeat my thought, winners are not those who never fail, but those who never quit. Thank you.
Tell you the national news. Kejriwal promises rupees 5,000 unemployment allowance, 80% of job quota.
It's time for international news. Israel donates 1 million COVID-19 vaccines to African nations.
Now I tell you sports news. Pakistan edges West Indies in second T20 to take series.
Now it's time for weather news. The maximum temperature of Sri Ganganagar is 21 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature of Sri Ganganagar is 5 degrees Celsius. Thank you.
Drama plays a very important role in your life. By drama, we learn the culture and history of other states. So, I request some student of my class to present the skit.
Summer vacations have started in Akshita's and Anaya's school and they want to go somewhere to spend their holidays.
Anaya, where shall we go for our vacation?
Let's go to Grandpa to ask about.
How are you?
We are good, Grandpa. Grandpa, we are thinking of a nice place to travel, but we are not able to decide.
I have a suggestion for you.
What?
If you want to learn and enjoy at the same time, so best option is Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand? Doesn't it only have temples?
Yes, Uttarakhand is known as Devbhoomi, but it has lot more. It has many adventurous sites, water park and museum. Many national parks are located where you can experience birdland.
Okay, Grandpa, we will travel to Uttarakhand, gain knowledge and have fun. Thank you, Grandpa.
Have fun, dear kids.
Akshita and Anaya pack their bags and reach Uttarakhand. They meet different guides in different cities who help them to know more about Uttarakhand. Welcome to Uttarakhand.
Hello, Ma'am. Our grandfather has suggested us to visit Uttarakhand. He told us that this place has a rich history and many adventurous places.
Oh, so do you want to know about the history of Uttarakhand?
Yes, Ma'am.
Okay, I will tell you. In ancient time, present-day Uttarakhand was inhabited by rishis and saints. That's why it is known as the land of the gods.
Yes, sir, my grandfather told me that.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what? In Sakal Puran, which is the largest Mahapuran, Uttarakhand was divided into two parts, Manaskhand and Kedarkhand. Manaskhand, which is presently known as Kumaon region, and Kedarkhand, which is known as Garhwal region.
Kumaon and Garhwal. Yes, I have heard about that.
Now I will tell you about the dynasties and kingdoms who ruled over Uttarakhand. The first major dynasty of Kumaon region was Kunindas in 2nd century.
Yes, sir. I studied in a history textbook that Amogibhuti was the most powerful king of Kunindas.
Yes, you are absolutely right. In fact, Amogibhuti are well known for his beautiful copper and silver coinage.
That's interesting.
Various other dynasties ruled over Uttarakhand, such as Kunindas, Nandas, Purvas, Mauryas, but Katuri dynasty was the most powerful among them.
Then which dynasty displaced the Katuri king?
The Katuri king was displaced by the Chand dynasty. Then further, the defeat of the Chand dynasty was done by the Gorkhas with the help of the king Harshdev Joshi.
Harshdev Joshi? Who was he?
Harshdev Joshi was the Diwan of Deepchand, then the Raja of Champavat. He was a kingmaker, diplomat, administrator and a clever person.
And who were Gorkhas?
Gorkhas were soldiers from Nepal and they shared boundaries with Uttarakhand.
Entry of Harshdev Joshi.
I have ruled over various kingdoms. Now I need to dominate over Chand dynasty and Gorkhas can help me in this. Soldier,
Yes, sir.
call Viren Bahadur Shah, the ruler of Gorkha dynasty, in order to attack on Kumaon.
Okay, sir.
Yes, you called me?
Welcome King. I have summoned you to conquer Kumaon region. As you know, there is a lot of political instability and therefore we need to take the advantage of this opportunity.
Sure. If you will help us, you will be appointed as the ruler of Kumaon.
Okay, let's plan.
Okay.
On 9th November 1790, Gorkha defeated Mahendra Singh, who became the last king of Chand dynasty without any assistance and started ruling Almora, presently one of the district in Kumaon.
It means entire Kumaon region was ruled by Gorkhas later on.
Yes, dear.
Sir, at that time when Gorkhas got victory over Kumaon, who was ruling in Garhwal region?
That's a great question. At that time, Shah dynasty was ruling over the Gadwal region and Praduman Shah was the king. In 1803, Gorkhas also attacked the Gadwal region and King Praduman Shah lost his life while fighting with Gorkhas in the Battle of Kotbuda. Then his son Sudarshan Shah went to Britishers to seek help.
Is it that the Britishers helped them?
Yes. Entry of Raja Sudarshan Shah.
Sir, my kingdom has been attacked by Gorkhas. I need your help.
Sure, King Sudarshan Shah, we will help you, but on the one condition, you have to pay 7 lakh rupees.
I will pay you.
Okay, we will help you.
Britishers, as per their promise, helped Raja Sudarshan Shah as they were against Gorkha.
You have to pay 7 lakh to us.
But sir, I am unable to pay this amount of money. May I give you money later on?
No, this is not acceptable since you are not able to keep a promise. Now we will rule over east part of Garhwal region.
Fine, sir.
Sir, Gorkhas of Nepal are invading their territories.
Yes, you are right. Now we need to attack Gorkhas in Almora situated in Kumaon region.
Okay, sir.
In December 1814, Britishers finally attacked Gorkhas and this led to Anglo-Gorkha War. The war that broke out in 1814 resulted in the defeat of Gorkhas and subsequently led to the signing of Treaty of Sagoli in 1816.
Now, Nepal have to give all those territories to British East India Company, which Gorkhas had controlled.
Yes.
1814 till 1816. It means the Anglo-Gorkha War lasted for 2 years.
Yes, dear.
It means Britishers started to rule over the entire Kumaon and Garhwal region.
Yes. And when India became an independent state in 1947, these united provinces, Kumaon and Gadwal, were included into the newly formed state of Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh, but Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand are different states.
Yes, dear. Uttarakhand, formerly known as Uttaranchal, the 27th state of India, was carved out of Uttar Pradesh and in January 2007, it changed its name to Uttarakhand.
Why did Uttarakhand get separated from Uttar Pradesh?
Due to no common grounds between the culture, traditions, festivals and languages of Kumaon and Garhwal and that the rest of the Uttar Pradesh.
Moreover, development of Kumaon and Gadwal was also another issue.
Eventually, in 1994, this demand took the form of massive movement known as Uttarakhand movement and that resulted in the formation of India's 27th state by 2000.
Oh, so Uttarakhand was a part of Uttar Pradesh and it got separated from it by Uttarakhand movement. It was such a great history.
After Uttarakhand movement, there were many environmental movements carried by people of Uttarakhand. Chipko movement was most famous movement.
Oh, so can you please let us know about the Chipko movement also?
It has a very interesting story. Now my friend Aradhya will tell you about the Chipko movement.
The Chipko movement started in 1973 at Himalayas region of Uttarakhand to slow down the deforestation. The main activists of this movement are Gaura Devi and Sundarlal Bahuguna. Contractor and woodcutter talking.
Government has given me order to cut down the trees of this area for building a sports zone. Please start this project as soon as possible.
Okay, sir.
A young girl listened their all words and went to Gaura Devi and told her about the same. They are cutting trees of our forest.
How can they do this?
The Gaura Devi and 27 other women decided to tackle the loggers.
Hey, why are you cutting these trees? Our lives are totally dependent on these trees as they provide us fuel, food and water in the village. So we won't let you cut these trees.
Please get aside. We have to abide by the order.
Please understand, rainforest is a sensitive area and deforestation will result in flood and landslide which will destroy our homes as well.
We don't care about anything. These trees will cut at any cost. You can't stop us.
We will give you compensation if you let us cut the trees.
We don't want your money. Please go back.
When loggers tried to threaten them, all the women along the Gaura Devi hugged the trees despite the threats of woodcutter.
If you want to cut the tree, you have to cut me first.
Later on, other villagers joined the action.
Let's go and discuss.
The loggers left went back without cutting the trees. This movement became famous by the name of Chipko movement when Chipko means hugging. After this incident, Uttar Pradesh government, presently Uttarakhand government, decided to investigate the issue and found out that the forest was ecologically sensitive area. So the government of Uttarakhand decided to investigate the issue and found out that the forest was ecologically sensitive area and the government placed ban on trees felling in the area over 1150 square kilometer.
The main activist of Chipko movement was Sundarlal Bahuguna, who gave this movement a proper direction and his famous slogan was Ecology is permanent economy.
Thank you so much for letting us know about the movements that took place in Uttarakhand. It was such a great story.
Most welcome, dear.
Uttarakhand was formed on 9th November 2000 as the 27th state of India when it was carved out of the northern Uttar Pradesh. Uttarakhand was formerly known as Uttaranchal. It is also known as Devbhoomi due to its religious significance. So Adit, can you tell us about the history of Uttarakhand?
In Uttarakhand, there are some archaeological remains that shows existence of early Vedic practice in area. The Purvas, Nandas, Mauryas, Kurindas, Guptas, Katuris, Jans, Shahs and British have ruled over Uttarakhand. Astha, please let us know about the subdivision of Uttarakhand.
There are 13 districts in Uttarakhand which are grouped into two divisions, Kumaon and Gadwal. The winter capital of Uttarakhand is Dehradun. A town in Chamoli district is the summer capital of Uttarakhand. Aditya, can you please tell us about the geography of Uttarakhand?
Sure. Uttarakhand has total area of 53,483 km square, of which 86% is mountainous and 65% is covered by forest. It is having international boundaries with China in the north and Nepal in the east. On its northwest lies in Himachal Pradesh, while south is Uttar Pradesh. Aliza, can you tell us about the demography of Uttarakhand?
1.2 crore. The state is the 20th most populous state country, having 0.83% of population of 1.63 of total population. The gender ratio to 963 females per 1000 males. Anaj, please let us know about the economy of Uttarakhand.
The Uttarakhand state is the second fastest growing state in India. Its GDP growth is 6.9% in 2018 and 2019. Agriculture, tourism and hydropower are the most significant sectors of economy of Uttarakhand. Now Angel, will you please tell about the agriculture of Uttarakhand?
In Uttarakhand, more than 80% of agriculture is rain-fed. A wide variety of crops grown in state are rice, wheat, sugarcane, maize, soybean, oilseed and pulses. There are number of fruit orchard farms which grow different types of fruits like apricot, apple, plum, peaches and pear. Uttarakhand is a mountainous area, so step farming is done majorly there. So, Akshay, please let us know about the Ayurvedic medicine industries of Uttarakhand.
Plants and section type. Thus, the state has an immense potential area to cater the demand of Ayurvedic products, cosmeceutical and agrochemical based industrial products. Companies like Desh Raksha, Good Care Pharma and many more are the Ayurvedic industries located in Uttarakhand. Now, Anayat, can you please tell us about the languages of Uttarakhand?
The official language of Uttarakhand is Hindi, which is spoken by 43% of the population, and the classical language Sanskrit has been declared as second official language. The other regional languages are Garhwali and Kumani. Akriti, please tell us about literacy rate in education in Uttarakhand.
At the 2011 census, the literacy rate in Uttarakhand 78.82% with 87.4% literacy for males and 70% literacy for females. In Uttarakhand, there are many famous educational institutes like IIT in Roorkee, AIIMS in Rishikesh, and an IIM in Kashipur. A major part of Uttarakhand is covered by forests and national parks. Anant, please let us know about the famous national parks of Uttarakhand.
The state has 12 national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. National parks in Uttarakhand include Jim Corbett National Park in Nainital, Valley of Flowers National Park in Nanda Devi National Park in Chamoli district, Rajaji National Park in Haridwar, Dehradun. Anubhav, will you please tell us about the main rivers of Uttarakhand?
Uttarakhand is a state which is known for big and small rivers. Some rivers have religious significance. The famous rivers of Uttarakhand are Alaknanda River, Mandakini River, Bhagirath River, Ganga River, Yamuna River, Ramganga and many more. Ankita, can you tell us about the famous mountains of Uttarakhand?
Uttarakhand has some of the tallest and most beautiful peak of Himalayas in India. Nanda Devi is the second highest mountain peak in India and 23rd highest peak in world. Also Kamath, Sunanda Devi, Mukut Parvat, Trishul, Kedarnath Peak, Sri Kailash are some famous mountains of Uttarakhand. Now Angel, please tell us about cuisines of Uttarakhand.
The dishes of Uttarakhand are rich in fiber and high in nutrition. Famous dishes of Uttarakhand are Fanu, Kafeli, Tejwani, Chalsu, Jholi, Kandale ka saag and Bal Mithai is the most popular first like sweet. Angel Bungar, please let us know about the costumes of Uttarakhand. Sure. Most men in Uttarakhand wear lungi, dhoti or kurta pajama with jackets and sweaters. Old men wear headgears and topas are worn by younger men. Women in Uttarakhand wear a long skirt that is ghagri along with choli and odhni. Another, can you please tell us about famous fairs and festivals celebrated in Uttarakhand?
One of the major Hindu pilgrimage festivals, Haridwar Kumbh Mela, taken place in Uttarakhand. Hundreds of foreign pilgrims joined Hindu pilgrims in this festival, which is the largest religious gathering in the world. Kumauni, Holi, Ganga Dashera, Makar Sankranti, Vasant Panchami also take place in Uttarakhand. In addition, fairs like Kawar Yatra, Gid Mela and Kandeli are also taken place in Uttarakhand. Anjali, please let us know about famous artists of Uttarakhand.
Sahitya Academy awardees Leeladhar Jaguri, Manohar Shyam Joshi, Ruskin Bond, Sumitra Nandan Pant are major literary personalities from the state. Sangeet Natak Academy awardees B.M. Shah, Navendra Singh Negi, Prem Matiani are famous artistic and theatre personalities. Now Akshita, please tell us about some famous tourist places of Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand is famous for its beautiful views, which includes Nainital, Valley of Flowers, which has 300 different flowers, Mussoorie, referred as Queen of Hills, Rishikesh, which is famous as birth of yoga. Patanjali Yogpeeth is a famous medicinal research institute in Haridwar. Har Ki Pauri is a famous ghat on banks of river Ganga in Haridwar. Uttarakhand is also famous for its Char Dham Yatra, comprising a set of holy pilgrimage sites that are Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath and Badrinath. Uttarakhand is full of beautiful views and adventurous places. Anubhav, please let us know about the adventurous places of Uttarakhand.
Yes, Uttarakhand is also famous for its adventurous sports in Rishikesh like mountain climbing, river rafting. Also in Ali, ski destinations has gondola rides, chairlifts, bungee jumping and Puma ski lift options. Hence, Uttarakhand is the proper blend of traditions and modernity. Thank you.
Poetry gives rhythm to silence, light to darkness. It gives us a great tool for developing ourselves. Now, I would like to invite Anshuman Soni and Anmol Sharma of our class to recite the Hindi poem.
साल का हर उत्सव हम देवताओं के साथ मनाते हैं, सिर्फ पूजा ही नहीं करते उनकी, उनके साथ नाचते गाते हैं। कोई मिलता है तो हम गर्व से बताते हैं कि हम देवभूमि उत्तराखंड से आते हैं। 5 पांडव आए यहीं पर, महायुद्ध के बाद सुख पाए यहीं पर। यहाँ मंडवे की रोटी और कंडाले का साग है। यहाँ 5 बद्री, 5 केदार और 5 प्रयाग है। हम डीजे के साथ शादियों में मंडार लगाते हैं। हम देवभूमि उत्तराखंड से आते हैं। कोई पूछता है तो हम गर्व से बताते हैं कि हम देवभूमि उत्तराखंड से आते हैं। धन्यवाद।
It should not be a tune, it should be a text. So now I would like to call some students of our class are going to perform instrumental performance. So some girls of our class are going to perform classical dance.
Shiva Shankara, Teja Ke Bina, Bhole
Hey, we met after so long, dear.
Hi, how are you and your grandchildren?
We all are good. Yeah, but look at the children there.
Instead of enjoying the weather, they are busy in their phones.
Yeah, our time was far better than today's modern era.
Indeed.
I was born when apples and blackberries were just fruits. People met and spoke, didn't just have WhatsApp groups. The oceans and seas were as blue as the sky, and the sky was so clear that the birds could freely fly.
I was born when the air was crisp, not just shirts. The ocean was not dunked with all of that dirt. Plastic was rare, and so were plastic smiles. Everything was real, and the soil was fertile. I was born when the earth and nature were called mothers, treated with utmost respect and love. What to speak of others? What have we done to the world as a human race? Ruined our natural resources simply to keep up our pace.
We have used our smart brains for a lot of gain by creating smartphones, smart cities and smart trains. Our touchscreen have put in touch with one and all, but have we lost touch with our mother nature, and could that be the star of our downfall? I wonder if it is all just a dream now. Can we ever go back to that time? The question is how.
One less plastic bag used daily. Is it all that hard? Few minutes of air conditioner switched off every now and then can give us a great reward. Can we walk if it's a short distance or just take a bite? Avoid driving our cars and add to be the carbon spike. Can we use paper sparingly and possibly recycle the ones we do and try to protect our trees if we can't plant a new? Let's all work to make the world a better place. Let's conserve so we can give our future generations a life that they deserve. Let's not forget that we are temporary occupants on our Mother Earth. Thank you.
Now some students of our class going to sing a group song.
song.
Pick up your whistle and wherever you go, in sun or rain, in frost or snow, where all the little plants and the animals have their say. Biodiversity, hooray, hooray. Water is so precious, so that it express Conagoli's message. You can count on trees for the air you breathe, oh mother. You give us all to plants and seeds to grow our crop. There's nowhere you stop bushes and trees. You give us all we need and we love you. Travel, travel, travel is so cool. Especially when we go to school. Going up the hill is really good for you to walk. We meet a friend and start to talk. Got a footprint shaking when we hear you cycle and with you. You can count on breathe for the air you breathe, oh mother. You give us such a fantasy to grow our crop. There's nowhere you stop or shoot at me. You give us all we need and we love you.
Knowledge becomes power only when we put it to some use. So let's honor your knowledge by answering some simple GK questions.
How many districts are there in Uttarakhand? The correct answer is 13 districts.
Who is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand? The correct answer is Mr. Pushkar Singh Dhami.
Which is the oldest national park in Uttarakhand? The correct answer is Jim Corbett National Park.
When was the Uttarakhand formed? The correct answer is 9 November 2000.
Which is the highest peak in Uttarakhand? The correct answer is Nanda Devi. Thank you. Uttarakhand is not only famous for its scenic beauty, but also famous for its folk dance. Did you know the lands of people of Uttarakhand are filled with dancing? It is a main part of heritage and tradition. And to showcase this tradition,
So let us welcome the students of class 7th N dressed in colorful costumes for presenting a folk dance of Uttarakhand.
Land of serenity. Just a notch above the clouds is where you'll find Uttarakhand, a place where snow-clad mountains meet the calm waters. This is home to an array of birds, bees, and beasts. A land where many gurus reside. This is the birthplace of spirituality. The healing touch of Ayurveda will rejuvenate you. Famously known as the capital of yoga, it's this very place that taught us to meditate. Here is where all five senses get peace. This is where you find yourself, because you get to look within, where the soul finds its home.